Is it that dark, really? You want to turn the overhead off? Hey, everybody. I don't know who's here with me, but hello. I'm breathing a little heavy today. Just going to wait a couple minutes, see if anybody else shows up. Oh, it's Hummingbird Wizard. Hi, Sharon. So I have a story to tell you about your screen name. So, hey, Mariah. So, Meadow, when she was in school, she was learning about South America. And she was learning about, who was it? Was it the Mayans, the Incans? What the heck was it?
It was either one of those.
Okay, somebody like that. But anyways, they had some, what was he? Was he like a king or something?
Yeah, I think he was like some
Or
kind of emperor guy.
Oh, okay, or like some high priestess or priest or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was that or something.
So anyways, his name was Hummingbird Wizard. And he was extremely cruel, did the whole human sacrifice thing and everything like that. But Meadow, we are always, whenever I'm like, hey, what's Sharon's screen name again? She's like, Hummingbird Wizard. So that's how we always remember your screen name. And I always thought it was funny because it was something that she learned from school.
I learned one thing from school.
You learned more than just one thing. Thank you, Mariah. So I'll probably repeat this a few times. I'm really sorry about that. But these mermaids are on sale as a digital stamp right now. Meadows, and now we actually have, you know what? Now, so her new little fish, she bought a new fish today because you could tell that her fish is depressed and his tank is a little too big. Where is the photo? Where is the photo? I don't think I have it on my phone. Let me find it. But you could tell that her tank is just a little bit too small for her kaiju, that I call it. And so she is trying, I don't know, can you guys see? I don't know. Can they see that? Can you see that, Meadow?
Yeah, I was going to send that in now.
Sorry about the brightness there. Let me turn the brightness on my phone. So you can tell this is her kaiju, and this is a normal goldfish. Can you believe that? She is ginormous. So, we have them on sale because she's trying to, this is a 25-gallon tank. So she's trying to earn money for a 60-gallon tank so that her kaiju will have more, will have more room, and maybe she can get one more little goldfish so that it can have friends, because she has definitely cheered up. Normally she sits behind this little tree thing right here, and she just sits there on the bottom of the tank, but she is been swimming around, and they've been going around with each other and stuff, and you can tell she's a lot happier. But they definitely need more room. So the stamp set, and it comes with the crafty cuts. That way you can cut the stamp set out, cut everything out, so you don't have to fussy cut. But it comes all together like this as the whole stamp set. And then it also comes where it's all pulled apart, so you can just pick and choose what you want to use. Comes in PNG and JPEG. The sentiments are, "You're mertastic. Thank you so much." And I thought it would be funny, instead of BFF, that it's BMF, Best Mermaids Forever. So yes, she is ginormous, Mariah. So it's $7 and it's an instant download. You don't have to wait for us. It will download for you, give you the links, email you everything. So we're going to go ahead, since their little fins are basically pants, we're going to do our skin tones today on the mermaids. So, and it looks like my printer might be almost, it needs to have a little refresh on the ink. So let's see here. I'm really excited. I like this stamp set. I drew this a while ago, but then I did this stuff today so that Meadow could try and earn some money for her fish tank. Let's see. And if you go on the website and just go into the February 2025 release, you'll find this in there. So I need to, Meadow, you need to tell Mariah thank you. She just bought your little stamp set.
Thank you, Mariah.
I need to go into my YouTube because I don't remember what colors I wrote down that I was going to use. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm using the colors I told you guys.
Do you want me to look
Colors
at
I told you. Whoops. Now I know how far behind I am. Yeah, Meadow, can you just pull the colors because I'm having issues.
You want me to write them down for you?
Or if you just want to pull them and put them in my thing, but yeah, if you want to.
Oh wait, yeah, pull them. Okay, I don't know what's.
I know. Let's start with white skin. You guys pretty much know how I do white skin, so I don't think you guys really need to see me do this, but I might as well do it for the video, right? That way whoever's watching later can see the video. Do you have our 20, girl?
So many.
You took all the markers. Can you believe this? She stole all the markers. All the markers. Oh my gosh.
No.
Look at all. Do you have my R20? I need that at least.
No. Or yeah. I have these too.
Okay. Here's somebody else for you to say thank you to, Meadow.
Thank you, Sharon. Where did?
Okay, so I'm going to start off with E11. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Thank you, Sharon. That was so nice of you. Especially since you're on the team. Okay, close your eyes. I'm going to clear this up. It's going to focus. There we go. So I'm just going to go in and get around her bangs and all the shadowed areas. And I hope you guys will excuse my nails. I was going to put some nails on today, which I'm not really supposed to do anyway. But I was working on protecting my cords. It's so funny. I got these things to protect the cords, like cord cover things, for my rabbits because they eat the cords. They're little turkeys. And so I got them, but yeah, I ripped my fingernails all, like they just broke and ripped and everything else while I was trying to put these things on. So I'm sorry I have ugly nails today. So, and I'm going to do I'm probably, after we do the skin, I'm more than likely going to do the mermaid tails too, because I just love them. I love how they turned out. Now I have this printed to the size of the actual, like if it was a full clear stamp set, not a digital stamp set. So obviously you can make these guys a little bit bigger with the digital set. But these guys, they will be released in, what did we say? June?
Um,
I think it
think
was
so.
June. We're going to go ahead and
Yeah,
release
'cause
these
that's
as
when
a
we're doing.
physical set.
Yeah, because that's when we're doing like the COPIC stuff.
So there is her. Let's see, that was E11. Now we're going to go to E21. And I think the trick with the when they're tiny like this, because they're not very big. I think she's 3.5 inches long. So from head to tail, I almost said head to foot. Um, she is 3.5 inches. So not too incredibly big.
Right. Mariah says I have to buy E11. The one I have dried out, I think it has a small crack in the cap as every time I refill it, it dries out.
Yeah, is it a newer one? When did you get it, Mariah?
When did it start being all weird?
They started being all weird when the company was taken over by the grandkids. Because they did a bunch of changes and stuff like that.
Sharon wants to know, are these just available today?
No, they'll stay on the website. They'll stay on the website, definitely. We'll probably just leave them up, even if people want to have the digital set instead of the physical set. We haven't really decided.
Mariah says yes, it's new.
Yeah, so it's probably the new one. If you contact the Two Corporation, which is the people who make the Copics, they will go ahead and replace it for you, I believe. At least that's what I've heard. I have all old Copics, meaning I bought mine back, Lord have mercy.
Back in the olden days.
So, mine, yeah, they're pretty good on the caps are pretty good, nice and tight. So I personally have not had any problems. And I totally just did my blusher wrong. I did 21st instead of 30. So I'm going to go back to 30 and try and lighten that up a little bit.
So Sharon says, okay, so we can promote them with a little heart emoji face.
Yes, yes, please. I know Meadow will appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. And Mariah says, for me, it's better the digital and definitely quicker.
Yes. I like digital. Digital are nice too because they don't take up space, except for on your hard drive or wherever you keep them. And you get, if you like that instant gratification, that definitely works. So just pulling out the E21 and the E11 with the E00. And then I'm going to finish her off with some E000. Now, I used to, if you like that really deep, dark cast shadow, some people will use BV20 for the cast shadow, or you can also use EO4. And I used to use both of those. I ended with using EO4 the last time I used it. But then I figured out that I was over blending and I was having a lot of issues. And that's just me personally because I don't know about you guys, but I go through a little stint or something where it's just like, and you know how to color really? Because you coloring like pooty. And it's like, I was just always over blending. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to lay off the EO4, see if it stops over blending for a while. Okay. So that's really, I mean, I'm kind of quick with the skin tone when it comes to Caucasian. Meadow, did you write them down by chance what I'm supposed to be using with what?
Oh no, I didn't. Here, I'll get
While Meadow's getting me that. I really like how these turned out because I've been wanting to do a boy mermaid for a while, or merman, I guess. So in the file, you'll see this as Mermaid Princess because she's got her little crown. And then, so I just went ahead and named him the Mermaid Prince. There was no like rhyme or reason what I was doing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I use R20 first towards the back, and then I pull it out with R30 just to make it a little bit less wow. You know what? I should go ahead and throw some EO4 on her. Or on the next one, maybe. Maybe I'll go ahead and just do him with Caucasian real fast too while she's writing that stuff down for me. Because as we can see, it doesn't take me long to do Caucasian skin because I do it so much. So just going to go around the hairline and get his little fishy ears. And I believe we were going to do green skin too, right, Meadow?
Oh yeah, I gotta grab those.
Because then that'll work. You know, you can use either blue or green for mermaid. Huh?
For the African American skin, you use R21, but that one's kind of dried up, I think.
Okay, so I can go, I can go ahead if that one's kind of dried up a little.
R20.
Yeah, I can figure it out. So just getting him. And of course, I had to put a couple of little goldfish on here too. Since I did this for her little fish tank. So now for the art or the EO4, praying I don't completely just overblend this, but I've always had a hard time with the EO4. So just going to go ahead and put that around just the shadowed areas because it's supposed to be cast shadow. And I'm just putting a little tiny bit. Just like pretty much just going over the E11. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want the E11 again. So I'm just going to go over pull it out with the E11 just a little bit.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't think mermaids are going to get all that much, you know, shadowing, but maybe they'll get a little bit. You know what? I should grab that really fast because I forgot about this down here. So I'll put some underneath his arm. And he'll get a little bit right here. Probably right next to his legs. And right next to whatever that is. And again, just pulling that out a little bit. Now I'm going to use E21. And these colors are also down in your description too. So if you forget what they are or you lose your paper you wrote them down on, no worries because they're all down below. Now, I also used to never put like the R20 and R30 on boys because, hello, it's a boy. But, as a human, we still have some rosy cheeks. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of R20. I mean, granted, he's supposed to be a merfish, so merman, so I'm not sure about their rosy cheeks, but the hands, I usually go in between, like in between the fingers. And it just depends on where the light's going at. But you guys know me, I don't really go with the flow of where lights are supposed to go because I always forget where I'm going. But for him, the light would be coming from this direction, from how I've put all the shading and stuff. So that's why it's just shaded underneath. And the best way that I know to do the shading and stuff is to put these arrows. Otherwise, I will forget what I'm doing, where I'm going, or, half the time what's going on. So just going to go around his eye here. Just pull this out a little. And when they're small like this too, it's kind of nice because there's not a whole lot to fill in.
Four Little Bears says, what ink do you use to print out digital files? Mine always smears black line.
I think it depends on your printer. Our printer is a Epson ET30. Put this in the thing. It's 3850, but it's an eco tank. So, but I know HP, the newer HPs, they do really well with printing. If you have an older printer, what you can also do is either leave them overnight before you color with them, so make sure that the ink is dry, or you can use a heat gun and make sure that it's dry before you start coloring. But it's the ink that we use is just an inkjet. Sometimes a laser printer, they used to be really good, but I've found that they kind of run too. So I just really think it depends on your printer.
They said thanks, and Mariah says mine is also an Epson EcoTank.
Yeah, I love my Epson EcoTank, but I have to replace my the feeder, the
grabby.
Yeah, the little grabby feet, the feeder wheel thing.
Sharon says I have the new Canon EcoTank, and that's also great for digital images.
I've been thinking about it. Jay uses the Canon as well, and I've really been thinking about checking that out. So here's our boy he's got the EO4, and then our girl who doesn't have the EO4. I don't know, I didn't overblend him too badly, but I still had issues. So there's that one. So now what are we going to do, Meadow? Are we doing Latino make what? Oh, Iron Man band. Oh, yeah. Daddy's birthday. I'm like, yeah. What? I'm making Iron Man banners on here? What am I doing?
Over, but I forgot.
So we're going to go ahead and do Latino skin. So I'm going to use, what have I got here? I need my E11, my E13, there's no E35. Is there E30? You got the E35, kid?
No, I put it in.
Oh, here it is. It fell over. Sorry.
Karen says it's great. I fed 300 GSM cardstock through mine and it took it no problem.
Mac and cheese. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I'm having problems with 80-pound going through. Peaches, you need to scoot your batootie over.
Don't do it, Peaches. Don't let me tell you what to do.
You hush, girl. So I'm going to go ahead. This one is a little bit different. I think, you know what? I should have just grabbed my book. I don't know why I didn't grab my book. So if you have our Blendables notebook, this thing, either the digital file or this one that we made for you, it actually has all of the colors that I use for different skin, and it has them in the order that I use them. And I don't know why I didn't just look in here before, instead of bothering you to look on YouTube, Meadow. So we're going to use our E13, our E35, our E11, 20, 30, and then, oh, it's E21. It's not R21, it's E21. Oh. I must have messed it up in the thing, so we need to make sure that we get that done. Hi, Annie. How are you? Hey, Jana. So let me move this stuff out of the way. Move my glasses, because I can't color with my glasses on. I don't know what my problem is, but it doesn't work very well for me. So we're going to start off for Latino skin. I'm going to start off with my E13. That'll basically take the place of the E11 that we did for Caucasian skin. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on here, just going around her hair. Just like we did with the E11. I am going to have to finish one of these. I'm really liking how these mermaids turned out. So, and for everybody that just showed up, these mermaids are a digital stamp right now that are new on the website today, because Meadow is trying to earn money to get herself a 60-gallon fish tank for her big, huge, gigantic fish, her goldfish. So oops, I went into the white. Darn. Oh well. So, and it's $7. It comes all together like this, or it comes, you can get it where it's all pulled apart. And then it also comes with the crafty cuts, so you don't have to fussy cut anything. Too bad you can't put pictures in the chat so you could show them your kaiju. Ginormous fish. I think it's easier to see how big she is too, now that we have the little regular guy in there.
Yeah. She's humongous.
She's not humongous. She's a kaiju. Like, straight up, she is a kaiju. If a goldfish and Godzilla had a baby, that's your fish. So, I didn't do her hands too well. This marker is a bit juicy. You can tell I don't use it that often. So now we're going to go ahead and use E35. And the E35 is going to be kind of like the E04. It's just there for contrast, so you can skip this color if you want to skip it. I'm just going to try and be really, it's getting a little juicy, so I'm going to take the other cap off. Just trying to be real Real light and gentle. And let's see, let's get around the hair right here. And then underneath the neck. And then we'll get underneath her little shells. I love drawing these shells. They're so fun and they're just so quick and cute. So I think that's going to do it with the E35. And then I'm going to go to E11. Pull all this out a bit. Meadow, what are you doing over there? I can hear clickety, clickety, clickety in the, like I can hear your bracelets and stuff just clanging away.
Sorry.
I'm like, wow, she's really busy over there. What is she doing? So just going around. Trying to leave room. Oh, another thing, Mariah, that I like about digital stamps is that you can size them to whatever size you want. You don't have to, you can make them as big or as little as you want, which I absolutely love. Man, it looks like she's got a black eye or something. I'm just abusing my poor little merfish, mermaid girl. So I'm going to use R20.
Esmeralda says, hello ladies, just purchased the digital stamps. Thank you, Esmeralda.
Hi, Esmeralda. How are you doing? Let's see. And now we're going to pull this out a little bit with the R20. Or, excuse me, R30. I just used the R20. I love the name Esmeralda. Yeah. It makes me think of the real pretty gypsy girl from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah. I love that name.
Mariah says, yes, that's great, although I prefer physical.
Yeah. I do like my physical stamps. So now I'm going to use E21.
Esmeralda says, good, busy working, thank you.
Finish her out with E21. Busy work. Wait, are you at work right now? That stinks, being at work on a Sunday.
I forget who is Lead Doke's design. They say hello.
Huh? Oh, that's Sandy. Hey, Sandy.
Wow, you got 11 people, Mama.
Whoop, whoop.
There's a party.
She is so cute. I love her. So there is some did I print out enough? How many different skins are we doing? We're doing so I have enough where I could actually do
and there's this one too.
The girl and the boy in the skin. Because we're doing the Caucasian, which we already did. Now I did Latino, and then we can do I want to make her hair into like African American hair. I think that's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we're going to do green. Ooh, we should do, maybe you said you had an extra one, Meadow? Ooh, maybe we should do some blue skin too.
Esmeralda says, worked yesterday and helped clean a house earlier. Resting now, enjoying the COPIC colors.
Nice. Resting is always nice. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. And I'm going to do Latino skin on the boy now. So I think it's going fast because it's such a small, like, little area to color. So let's see, we started with E13. There we go. So just getting the shadowed parts again, because this is basically, you guys have seen me color Caucasian skin. So this is going to be just like our E11 if we were doing Caucasian.
Sorry. Esmeralda says, granddaughter excited that I can print the images now.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Sandy says, I'm working on my image reference guide. So curious about your skin tone combos.
Oh, okay. So I have all my skin tone combos down below in the description. And they're pretty much, I kind of stick to those ones. The blue skin, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for blue, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, it'll be there, and that way, because I tend to forget what I'm doing. I'm really good about forgetting what I'm doing. So I love writing my combos, like whenever I do a YouTube video. That way, even I go back to my YouTube videos and say, oh, that's what I used. Okay. Because sometimes, I mean, I usually write it in a little book or something. Um, but sometimes I forget. I get busy or I'm really excited about a card or, something that I'm doing. And let's face it, I'm getting a little older. So if I have an idea, I better get going on it pretty fast.
Mariah says, I'm going to bed. We'll catch the replay. Have a good afternoon.
Sleep sweetly, Mariah. We will see you tomorrow?
Sunday next week.
No, there was something I was going to do tomorrow, but now I can't remember what it is. See what I mean? Oh my gosh, see what I mean. So, yeah, I was going to be here tomorrow for something, but I don't remember what it was. So, I'll try and get it up on the board tonight. You sleep sweetly.
Good night, Mariah. Oh, Sandy says, yeah, that's what I call my reference book. I'm on book 2. 1 is full.
That's a lot of colors. I need to take the time, since I have our April release put together for the most part, and I have the let's see, I've got April and May, I think, done pretty much almost. And I just did the paper, so I think I can take the time to actually fill in my Blendables book.
Sandy says, I love your pandas.
Thank you. I love them. Absolutely love them. So just getting all of the shadow bits in here. Let's see and get underneath his ear. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to go with E11. So, and if you guys want this stamp set, the digital, it comes with the crafty cuts. It's all in the February release collection on our website. And then, since Meadow's trying to earn money for her fish tank, I love seeing how big your fish is now that we have a regular, normal.
Like, I knew she was big, but it's like now she's just a huge, big chungus. kaiju.
She is. You thought I was joking. But when I said she was a kaiju, I totally meant it. That's why I did one big goldfish and one little goldfish. So this is Marmalade, and that is, what did you name it?
Horatio.
That's Horatio. Did you name him Horatio because of the red stuff on his head?
Yeah, because he's a ginger.
Because it looks like he's got red hair?
Yeah.
What's that actor's name? I don't even.
I don't know.
David Caruso. I think that's what his name is. So we like to watch CSI Miami. And so Meadow named her Goldfish, he's like all white, and then he has like right here, because he's one of the Chinese goldfish, one of the fancy ones, and he's got the red bubbly hair right here on his head. So she named him Horatio, which I think is hysterical. So I'm going to put a little bit of R30. I'm not going to use 20 on him. Just a little bit to make his cheeks look a little bit rosy like a human. And then we're going to finish him up with some E21. There we go. I love these guys. I really like them. Actually, I like their size too. I mean, they're not incredibly. I think it's just they look big because they're so long because of their tail. Because I went a little bit nuts. Made them have like fancy goldfish tails.
Sandy says, I like R11 for light cheeks.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I think I tend to go towards the 20 though, because it looks a little bit more pink. And for some reason, I think I'm just insane. I don't know. But the R11 tends to look a little bit peachy or orangey kind of to me. So, but I am a little bit of a nut. So who really knows? So we've done our Latino skin. We've done our Caucasian skin. So now I just need to do, now we're going to do African American skin. So we'll move that out of the way. So now I'm going to be using, let's see. We're going to use E35, E33, E31, excuse me, E15. Let's see, where's my E33? Here it is. Okay, E33. Oh, that's where you got the R21 at, Meadow. That's where you got the R21, was the African American skin. I was like, I don't use R21 on Latina skin. What is she talking about?
That's just crazy.
She is losing her mind.
Sandy says they look great.
Thank you, Sandy. Did you go tell Steven that we were live?
Yeah.
Cool as jets on his video games. He's up there screaming at the TV like it's actually going to yell back at him or something. I don't know what his deal is. So I'm going to start with E35. Oh, that looks good. Let me show him. So this is what Meadow was doing. Whoops. Meadow was working on. She colored one of the fish. So I think that looks really super cute. Oh, he's actually colored like white, but has the little orange blippity blops of, I'm going to have to get used to saying his name, Horatio. Marmalade and Horatio. You know what I find is funny is you can't really, I mean, it's really hard to tell the sex of a fish.
Yeah.
But you're just giving them names like, hey, you're a chick, and what if
mean,
that's a boy?
oh well.
Poor fishies.
I mean, marmalade's kind of universal.
Is it though?
A little bit.
So I'm going to go a little bit slower on this one. I have not done African American skin in a little while. Not done it in a hot minute. I need to do it some more though. So maybe next week, next Sunday, we will go ahead and do like different colors of hair. And I will just go ahead and do like different types of hair too, like African American hair, just different tones, everything for next week. Okay, so E35. And there goes the sirens. I just love her. Actually, I love that I was able to do the little waistband between the little fish tail and her body, because normally I'm just like, oh, I can't. What is my problem? And most of this I'm just making little dots. I'm not doing a whole lot of flicking. There we go. So that was E35. Now for the darker contrast, I'm going to use, so this would be like our E04 on Caucasian skin. And this is E15. I'm going to try to use as little of this as possible. It is so dark. Sandy, what's your go-to for like Latino skin and stuff like that? What do you use? Let's see, go ahead and pull that. There we go. Get her arm right here because it looks like her hair is going over it a little bit. There we are. So now I'm going to go ahead and use E33. Whoops, turn it around. And I'm just going to do this really kind of slow because I want to pull it out, but I will tend to over blend a little bit. So I want to make sure I'm kind of going slow and watching what I'm doing. Because I want her to be beautiful. Ooh, she's gonna look almost, I just remembered that she could kind of look like the new Little Mermaid.
Sandy says E39, 37, 35 under painting with E00 over painting with E23 and R12 for cheeks.
If the E21 is yuck, then I'm gonna try Sandy's R12. Oh, it's working okay. That is working just dandy. You know what? I'm gonna see where is it? This is just, I don't normally do this, but I want to see what it looks like. That works really nice on this skin. Thank you, Sandy. New color combos are always appreciated. So let's see, we did 33. Now I'm going to use 13 if I can find where that's at. I didn't pull it out. For some reason, this feels like it would be just a little bit too dark. But I remember that's what I did to make them a little bit darker. I really have not done this in so long. I need some more practice with this, so I think I need to do this. Do a couple of girls. Or maybe our boy.
Great.
Thank you. So, and then I don't think he's stuck. I see him moving around. Okay, and then E31. Oh, that's right. That's why I did that. So I do need to go out just a little bit more with the E33. Not a whole lot, but now I'm kind of, now that she looks like this, I'm like, oh, that's what I did. Do you guys ever do that where it's like, I don't know what I did, but this is the colors that I used?
Sandy says 31 washes out on me. Sometimes frustrates me overall.
Yeah, completely. Drives me Looney Tunes. See, I'm going to go back in with some 21. I always lose their cheeks. When I do dark skin, it doesn't matter, what skin tone I'm doing. It feels like I'm always having to redo the cheeks. Let's see, I'm going to use Sandy's R12. Ooh, I like it. Sandy. Thank you. Loving that. Girl, why are you looking at me when you could look on the camera?
I don't know. Like yesterday when you were making your box, I was just over there watching what you were doing instead of just looking at the screen.
You are so funny, Meadow. So I have this thing like sitting in front of my stuff, so Meadow can't actually see what I'm doing. But she's like sitting there like totally reaching her neck around and everything, trying to see what I'm doing. And I'm like, why are you got your YouTube on your phone? Why are you looking all the way around?
Sandy says, I wait to do cheeks right before last color so I don't have to do it twice.
Good idea. I usually do that on the other ones. I don't know what my problem is with I think I'm paying attention because I normally don't use, well, I guess I do use this many colors. I don't know. So I'm going to do 35 on the boy. E35. keep forgetting I gave him funky ears, not those little teeny tiny little ears that I normally do. Okay, go around here. Gonna get around his eye. So here we go. So that was E35. Then we're going to go to E15. And I'm just putting this in his hair. And thank goodness I'm doing black hair because, yeah, I keep going all the way up in his hair. I think that's the nice thing about doing darker hair is if you get the skin tones or anything like that in there, you can just work it out. There we go. Put a little bit underneath. Get underneath his chin.
Sandy asks, what paper do you use?
I'm going to let you say it, Meadow, so you can get used to saying the mouthful. She has a total blank stare on you guys, just so you know.
What is it, like Nina Solar
Classic,
White?
classic.
Classic Solar White?
Nope, classic crest.
Classic crest. Oh, classic crest Solar White.
80 pound. Say that 10 times fast. And then if I can't get my hands on the Nina, I have been known to use accent. I know a lot of people use like the hammer mill and express it, but that is a bit too smooth for me. With the way that I color, I tend to overblend even like, oh my gosh. It's just a wreck if I use hammer mill or express it. So I need something that's a little bit more porous. Okay, so that was 33. Now I'm going to use 13.
Sharon says, I switched to that paper from the Express It after one of your last lives, and I love Classic Crest.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. That's good news. I love that I'm helping people out. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, use Express It, but I cannot do it. I'm such a mess. Okay, so that's what I was doing. I'm going to see if this is what I was doing before with the E31 for this skin, and if not, oh well, we'll try it again. So there's the E13, and then E31, I think I just did it like went over the top just to kind of
Sandy says.
Smooth it out. Yep, that's what I did.
Sandy says I used to be an Express-It user. LOL.
Ah, you've come to the dark side. There we go. Okay, so while I'm here, I should just go ahead. Ouch, I really cut my hands up putting those cords and stuff in. Ow. That's actually stings.
You need a Band-Aid?
Yeah, I think I do, because that really hurt. Let's see, I'm going to use I'm going to use C8, C7, C6. I'm just grabbing all these markers because, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to feel like using, so I'm just getting them all ready in case I change my mind. So I've got C3 through C8. Hang on, Meadow's getting me a Band-Aid. It's like, yeah, it's deep.
What would you be doing? Oh my god.
I was putting those little things in to save the cords from the bunnies.
I know, but were you like being a savage?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I was watching you, so.
So let's see how it's going to be with the C3.
Sandy says, I like hammer mill along with some others. Wish I could find a good craft coloring paper.
Yeah, I have no. I know accent I've been using quite a bit. For just like everyday kind of stuff. But if I'm using my Copics, I don't use it unless I'm out. So I'm just making like little like going like this to make curly hair. You can also do it if you want like a serious like fro, you can just like do dots like that and that'll make you a fro. But I'm just going to ignore these lines. I mean, right now it doesn't really look like much of anything. But I'm not paying attention to any of the lines. And I'm actually kind of going out of the lines completely. Because I kind of want to not use those like little, little curl, the little flicks like, like our hair. So that was C3. Now I'm going to use some C5.
Sharon says, I bought accent and it looked like I used Kitty's markers.
Ah! That's funny. But I'm doing this and I'm just like kind of doing it kind of random. And the more that I do, it'll just, I mean, we'll have some like little flicks down like that in the front, but you won't be able to see the black lines for the most part once I get done.
Esmeralda says, I use Dropbox. How do I scale the images to size?
Are you wanting them bigger? Or are you wanting them smaller? I don't know too much about Dropbox. I don't use it. Most everything is sized to the size that it would be if it was the actual stamp set. So I'm not sure if you want them bigger, if you want them smaller.
She says they printed too big.
Oh, the size, if you have it like this, they would be 3.5 by, I think it's 3.5 by 5.71 inches. And then if you do just the individual in of the mermaids, I did them three, I think it was like 3.5. Yeah, Meadow's gonna measure it for you.
The girl is 4.25 by at her thickest part. 4.25 by can't see. By almost 1 3/4. And then the boy is
He is a curl master.
almost 4.
So he's almost 4?
Yeah, and by a little over 1.5.
Okay. So as I'm going along, the darker my color is, the less I'm putting in, just so we don't lose those lighter colors.
Gloria says hi, and Esmeralda says okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me know if it works. Hopefully it works for you. Hi, Gloria. So I almost can't see the black. I think his hair is turning out kind of cute. I'm really liking it. So now I'm going to put some C8 in here. There we go. How's that, Meadow?
That's cute.
I love him. You know, I wonder what, let's see. Because I kind of want some darker accents in there. Let's try 10. Woohoo, 10. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. I even was able to get rid of those bangs that he had. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go. I'm always looking up, making sure that didn't do anything. There. Now that's a nice fro. What do you think, Meadow?
I love it.
That is so fun.
Jana says, got my stamp set, Meadow. Hope you get the fishy in your home. Thank you, Jana.
Thank you, Jana. Okay, so now I'm going to do the girl's hair because that fro hair was just too much fun on the boy. I love him. He looks amazing. So now for the girl. I don't know how to look on the girl, though. And I'm not too good at, I mean, I can do dreads, but I'm really not too good at dreads, to be quite honest. But if we put in some contrast, I think her hair is going to be, her hair will be mermazing. Mermazing hair. This is too fun. I'm having so much fun with this.
Jana says, can you do them like braids?
I probably could, but it would take me forever and a day. And I still have to make dinner for my kids. I mean, that's literally how long it'll take me to do it. So what I'll do is I'll probably do it like do it off screen or something and then just post a photo of it. I mean, I've done dreads before. That's what I'm trying to think of. Or either that or I can do like a tutorial where I can, take my time and just speed it up a little bit. That way it's, not so time consuming. Braids, I just braids as a whole kind of take me a long time.
Janice says, I was just thinking different than dreads.
Oh yeah, totally. You know what I should do is I should look at the little girl. Well, I guess she's not so little. I mean, she's probably in her 20s or something, but I call everybody that's, around Meadow's age or younger than me, little girl, which they probably don't appreciate very much. But the girl who played the new Ariel, I should look at her hair and see how that's done and then do a video on that. So some C5. I don't know. I think I like just doing little squigglies too sometimes because I love doing curly hair, especially when the hair is drawn to be straight. I think it's fun to do curly just so that you can get like a difference between, what you can do with an image and show how easy it is to just get creative with an image. I think it's a lot of fun. And then I can bring her hair out a little bit more as well. And for some reason, I am thinking I want to do her tail like a teal color.
That'd be pretty.
I think that would look really pretty. Like teal and pink.
Yeah. Sharon says the new Little Mermaid had dark orange hair with dress.
Oh, I guess she did too. She had kind of like an auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn color. But I think this one with a little crown, I think that would be really good. So I'll have to do that one again. For sure. Bless you. Here we go. This is going to be cute. And this one I'm trying to make like the curls, just kind of make them go long and kind of dangle down a little bit. Although I do, for some reason, I keep thinking of, oh, I'm just painting happy trees. The way I'm just doing squiggles and stuff. Doing happy trees. I love Bob Ross. I actually got the kids watching Bob Ross, which is hysterical to me. Why did we start watching Bob Ross, Meadow?
Um, I think it was just like a recommended thing. Or like it was just up on the screen and we're like, hey, let's watch this as a joke or something. And then we just were like, wow, this is great. Let's keep watching.
I thought it was funny.
I don't know why, but I remember that day. Like we actually watched the new Little Mermaid before we watched that.
Oh, did we?
And we had pizza for dinner.
Wow. Can I borrow?
Why?
You know,
Remember the most random, not useful things.
girl, you remembered what we ate even. I can't even get that far. So maybe you just need to, you sit there and you use my brain all the time for stuff. Maybe you need to start using your memory.
I'll forget why I went in the kitchen, but I remember that.
I don't really know one person who doesn't forget going in the why they went in the kitchen.
Maybe it's because you're just spaced out when you're on the way there, so you're like, why am I in here again?
Well, and we already know that half the time me and you are like, take out chicken, take out chicken, take out chicken, all the way into the kitchen so we don't forget. I am liking how she is coming out very, very much. I'm losing part of her crown right here, but that's okay. But you can see how long it's taking me just to do curly hair, which is like the easiest hair. Almost, So yeah, braids and stuff that's going to take a hot minute. And I like as you go like to the darker colors, you can really start getting the details and everything in there. I think I like the boy's hair better though. She's just looking kind of like a hot mess. I need to put some like contrast in there with her. So C10. And I kind of went in her ear. No going back on that though. I guess I could take some E31 and try and get that out. Or just look like I put curly hair over her ears. There, not too bad. Just got to get some little details in there. She just has very, very long, very, very curly hair. So there is our African American Little Mermaids. And now we can go on to green skin. So what do I got for green skin, Meadow? YG01, YG03, YG11, YG07. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. What are we starting out with? I don't know if I have this actually written in my Blendables book. Let's see here. That is a great day. I know I had it in here. Latin, white, scream, brown hair. Pink hair, really fire red hair, blue eyes. I guess I don't have it in here. Let me see if I have it back here. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we are going to start out with YG01. Put that in there. So if you want a little green mermaid, I actually use this for like, most people like Frankenstein or witches. Meadow says I've done a purple witch. I don't remember doing that, but apparently I did.
I think it was maybe just the purple skin you do for like vampires.
Oh, okay.
Because I think you did one for CCE.
Gotcha. Okay. So there is that one. Oops, I have to get underneath her little wee shells. There we go. Hey, Megan, how are you? Thank you, thank you. These are the stamp sets. I don't know, have you been in base camp for the group yet? These are the stamp sets for Meadows, to earn money for Meadows fish tank. They are digital. You can get them on the website right now. I'm really happy how they turned out. Here we go. This is a little dark. I should have like brought out the YG01 a little bit better. But I will use it again. Here we go. Oh, Meadow, I forgot to tell you. Steven says he's going to eat Davalo tonight.
Whoa, eating the big boy food.
Yep.
Megan says I have not. I will take a look.
There we go.
I guess that explains what we're having for dinner too, because I didn't know what we were having.
That's funny. So let's see, put some YG07 in here for some contrast. Trying to think of what colors I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use like the BG70s for the blue skin. Okay, I may need to use the BG01 a little bit more. This is, or BG, the YG01 a little more. This is YG11. Oh, now I remember what I did. See, this is another one. I don't usually use this color unless it's Halloween or something. But YG01 is going to change the YG11, making it more of a Frankenstein green. There we go. Oops, I just colored her tongue on accident. I'm sorry. Here we go. So now she is definitely a Frankie green. Super, super easy. It's you. Put a little bit more shading here. See, and this is why I need a more porous paper, is because I'm always like, oh no, I want that to be a little bit darker. So I go back in and yeah, it's just downhill from there. And then YG11 again. Just to smooth it out a little. Isn't she beautiful? Nice and green. For some reason, my hand won't stop itching. So I'm going to go ahead and use YG01 on our boy. I'm going to pull that out. I'm actually just going to cover all of him. So I'm going to be using it with the YG11. So it'll change the color a little bit. Get around that eye. If anybody has the flu, it's these guys. Definitely. What's that saying? You're looking green around the gills.
Yeah.
Definitely a little green around the gills for sure. Okay, and then YG03. This one I think needs a new nib. It's kind of fat and flat. I don't know, does anybody else, are you guys like me where you like to have your nibs nice and pointy? Or does it matter for you? I love having nice pointy new nibs. And then we'll use some YG07.
Sandy says, yes, it matters. And Sharon says, yes, so you can do tiny please.
Yes, I love having nice new nibs. They are so wonderful. So, so wonderful. And then YG11. Just going to go ahead and smooth these lines out. Finish out his face. He is definitely green around the gills. Kind of making me think of that old movie, Swamp Thing, I think it was called. It was an old, old show. There. I like. So there's some green skin for you. So let's see. Blues. What blues do I want to use? Yeah, I think I'm going to use the 70s. BGs. And maybe the 000. I don't know. We're just going to play with this because I haven't done blue skin yet. So this is going to be totally something we're just playing with. And let's see. I will start out. I kind of want her to be light blue though. So I don't know if I want to use BG 75 and 78. So I'll just start with 72 and see BG 72 and see if this is where I want to go. Because I kind of just want her to be, I want her to be nice and blue, but kind of soft at the same time, you know? Here we go. This will have to be one for the Blendy book too, because I don't even have this in my book. I am totally winging this one. She will be an Arctic mermaid. There we go. Can you guys hear all the cars and stuff being all crazy and stupid outside? Because we keep getting fire engines, and we've gotten some cars that have decided that they want to rev up their engines as they're driving by. Just being silly. So that was BG 72. So I'm going to try, let's see, BG 70. Just kind of pull this out a little bit. Which BG 70 is really, really kind of light. It's like a grayish color. Not sure I'm going to like this too much. Really not blending all that great. But we'll keep going here. I mean, I like how light it is. It's just not blending very nice. This is BG 000. I mean, she's definitely blue, which I like. So I think, whoops, I forgot her ear. I'm always forgetting the ears. Does anybody else forget the ears as much as I do? Good gravy. So I think I'm going to go back to the BG 72. And I'm just going to do like some little fishy dots. Make her look like she's got a little bit more of a fish kind of skin. Little Arctic mermaid princess. And then I will go ahead, whoops, wrong side. Go ahead and just do a few. What do you think, Meadow?
I think it looks good. Yeah, like she would be like an Arctic.
Yeah,
mermaid.
she would be like a little Arctic mermaid princess. Maybe do a little contrast in the BG75. Just try and get like the thin little lines. There we go. I'm starting to like it, starting to like it. See, and this is everybody's like, I get people asking, how do you pick your colors? Well, this is how. I just sit here and mess around and see what happens and see if I like it. And if I don't, I start over. Okay. Just pull this out the best that I can because it really doesn't want to. There, I'm liking it.
Oh, nice.
You like it, kiddo?
Yeah.
There, I like it. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it? Bring out that little bit of BG75 in her ear. You could even do like, ooh, where, oh, where is my pen? Here is my pen. Just do some little white dots, not a whole lot because you don't want her to look like she's diseased.
Sharon says she's cute.
I like it.
Was that the third? The last?
This is the last one. We've done all the colors.
The camera.
What? I'm still moving.
Oh, okay. 'Cause it seems like normally by the third one, that's when it stops. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I've never noticed that. You've actually been paying attention to how many clicks?
No, I just noticed.
You're funny, Meadow. I've never even thought about counting the clicks. Okay, so now we're going to do our boy, our Arctic Prince. So I believe I started, you know what, this time I think I'm going to start with BG 000 just for like a little base. Maybe that BG 72 and 70 will blend a little better. So I'm going to put down some, since we're discovering new skin colors together, I'm going to go ahead and put some BG 000 down for a base. Here we go. And see how that works out. Probably work a little better. Now I'm going to go to BG 72. You know who they look like?
Hmm.
Now that I think about it?
Hmm.
The White Walkers from Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. Get around his eyes. I think I like that he has a little more, he has a few more places to shade than she does. Let's see, and now we will use some BG70. See how this works out. Yeah, it does. It blends a little bit easier. I mean, you still have the hard contrast of it, but it still blends a bit easier. I mean, it's not pulling it out too much, but you can tell it's definitely making a bit of a difference. Whoa. So I'm going to go ahead with my BG75. There we go. Yeah, he's totally making me think of like a White Walker mermaid now, which is really funny. BG72. Just getting him a little bit darker. I think the trick with these ones is just blending those ones, you know, just going over it with the BG70 and blending that out a little. Has anybody else ever done blue skin? What colors do you use if you do? Would love to know. I think the only other blue skin I've ever tried is like Smurf. So put some little dots on him, make him look a bit fishy. like it. Oops, that's the wrong color. I want this color. BG75. Do a few little other spots. Guess you could do this with the green skin too, make them look kind of fishy. Let's see, the last thing I have to do on him is some little white dots. I should do his hair really fast. And I need to write these down in my book. Let's see. Meadow, girlfriend. Hand the W's over, girl. Oh my goodness. Always stealing the W's. I need to make me some White Walker hair. Let's see, I'm going to use some W1, W0. There we go. See, I'm going to start out with W2 because I think W3 is going to be too dark, and I think I want to do her hair. I love, 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 love coloring long hair. So we're just going to do some White Walker hair, or I guess you could say it's going to be some Arctic Mermaid Princess hair. Here we go. That's going to look pretty. What do you think, Meadow?
Yeah. I'm gonna run away.
I think I like the new nibs too for when I do hair, because I like doing the really thin flicks for hair. So I think that's why I like new nibs for that as well. And then we'll use, let's see, that was W. I might use some W3 actually. Here's, oh wait, I didn't do it from the bottom. I forgot the bottom of her hair. How rude am I? Here we go. Let me go ahead and get this. And then her bangs. And then some W. W0, finish it out. Yeah, I'm going to use W3 for some contrast a little bit.
Dawn says hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so late.
Oh my gosh, Dawn, it's about time. Here I've been sitting here going, you know, Dawn's not here, so I can't tell her we're having chicken davolo for dinner and how yummy it is. I don't have anybody to talk about food with. Not fun.
She She says, totally lost track of time. I know, right? Oh, yum.
So how do you like the blue skin, Dawn? Doing White Walker skin. So let's see, and then we'll do some W3.
Don said, we just made nachos, easy peasy.
Oh, that does sound yummy and easy.
She says, looks like Avatar.
They're more of a Smurfy blue, though. I was thinking like the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. Avatar totally makes me think of Smurfs. So here we go. And just so you know, Dawn, this stamp set is available in the store right now as a digital stamp. And it comes with the crafty cuts if you want it. You can find it in the February release stuff. I just got it in there today. But we actually used these all for the different shades of skin. They looked pretty good. I just needed to have some fun with white hair to go with my White Walker fish.
Jay says, ooh, teal.
Yep, I'll love it. My little White Walker princess mermaid fish. Definitely making a card with this one.
He said, how are you?
I am doing a lot better. I have no migraine today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you doing? I'm glad you were able to get in and see us today, Dawn and Jay. I thought we were going to miss you. I love them.
Don says, oh yes, I'm excited to see what you come up with. Jay says, pretty good, it snowed and then it melted.
Ew, that's gross. That's a 4-letter word, Jay. Let's see, I'm going to use W1. Let me do his hair now. That way I can put them on a card together. Along with the goldfish.
Now sit down, Daddy is not home. Don says, Meadow, did you pick Mom's papers? Do you want to do a card tonight or no?
What time is it? Because we're making Davalo for dinner. What time is it?
It's almost 6.
Is it? Well, get on it, girl.
Jay says, nah, I got distracted by a fascinating YouTube rabbit hole while I was cleaning up, sort of.
Gotta love the YouTube rabbit holes.
And Jaren said we had snow too.
Ew! You guys need to quit cussing at me. Those are 4-letter word. That's a 4-letter word. That's gross. That is straight gross.
Don says, oh, better wait then. Don't want dinner to be late. Gloria says, a rabbit hole so easy to find.
They're very easy. Let's see, what did I use after that? I used W0, didn't I, Meadow?
I think so.
Yeah, lots of help there, Meadow. You turkey.
Gloria wants to know what's chicken Davalo.
Chicken dog velour is so you've got chicken, it's kind of in a creamy Alfredo sauce, but it's spicy. It has cayenne pepper, garlic, red chili peppers, um and then you also put some sun-dried tomatoes and some spinach in it with some little bow tie pasta. I love it. And Meadow, she likes it so much, but she likes it super spicy. So she will just put like a dusting of cayenne pepper on the top of hers.
Jay says, my timeline is full of scenty people having feelings and thoughts, but then I didn't realize there's a whole home fragrance community, which is pretty interesting.
Is there really? Wow. I would have never thought.
He also says, I collect it a bit, so it's neat to hear other people's opinions. Gloria says, sounds tasty. Don says, I'm drooling. Jay says, food. And Jay says, YouTube is weird like that.
It's really weird. Like we just found out. So I saw this thing called what was it called? Update on my family or something or about my family.
So.
Something like that. It was something on
I think it was on Max.
Yeah, I think it was on Max or something, but it was a documentary about these people that they actually like film everything their family does and puts it on YouTube. I'm like, that's great, but I don't know if I want the camera in face all the time. I think it's great for other people, especially if you have people like you're keeping up with family or, whatever. But even if I'm keeping up with my family, I couldn't handle the camera in my face all the time. So there is our White Walkers for those of you who missed them.
Jay says, like, there are whole groups of people you don't see because computers. Jay says, I'm glad my parents didn't film all the stupid stuff I did.
Oh Lord, I can't even. I can't even imagine. Yeah,
Sharon says,
I did some stupid stuff.
Sharon says, I got better things to do.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
Don says, love those, Cristena.
Thank you. So we did these ones, and I had to do the hair on these ones because I had to see what my little African Americans would look like. Because their hair is supposed to be like this, these ones with the things, but now that I put the little, the curly hair on them, you can't tell that they had the same hair as these ones here. Let me zoom out just a tad so you guys can see them all. Because we also did Caucasian skin. And we did, okay, so you're still not going to see them all. And we did some Latino skin, which is just a tiny bit darker than the Caucasian.
Cases they came out pretty fun.
Let's see. And then we have some that I was teasing, I was fooling about saying that you look like you're green to the gills. So we did green skin too. So loads and loads of skin.
He says, oh my gosh, great work. I'm definitely on replay crew for the beginning.
Yes. And next week we decided we're going to do different hair. So, if you guys want to join us next week for hair, like Luca. Oh, yeah, Luca. I love that movie. I love it. I'm going to have to watch. Now we got to watch that.
Yeah.
Great day.
Watch it on the big screen. That'd be great.
Yeah, we need to watch it on the big screen. So, yeah, that's what we're watching for dinner tonight. Thank you, Jay. We're going to watch Luca for dinner. So I will have to watch. I need to watch Luca, and I need to watch the new Little Mermaid, and we'll do their hair next week, like the Little Mermaid and like Luca and stuff. Oh, that's okay. We're having chicken davolo tonight, so that's Italian. That works, Jay. So, perfect.
Yeah, I always want like noodles and butter
I
whenever
do.
we watch that.
Yep, always. So, I really like how I love this one. I love how they all turned out. So, but remember this stamp set is digital with the crafty cuts. Um, and you can get it right now on the website if you go under the February 2025 release. It's in there for you. It's $7 for the set because we're trying. Meadow wants to try and make money so that she can get a new fish tank for her kaiju. And for those of you who were not here, so that you can see what I mean, this fish is huge. So this, I know we've shown you her fish before. So this is her fish. This is Marmalade. This is a normal goldfish. So Godzilla and a goldfish had a baby, and that's what it looks like. It's so ginormous. She is a big girl. So, yeah, so if you guys want this stamp set, it'll be a physical stamp set in June. But if you want it now, then go ahead and grab it for $7 and that will support Meadow's Kaiju. I think that's what I'm just going to call her from now on. So, and the funny part was is we looked it up online cuz she's been by herself for so long since her family got ate by the cuz they she used to be out in our pond with 13 siblings, but our neighbors ducks came over and decided that our oops, I'm losing my light. Decided that our fish were their sushi bar. Our pond was a sushi bar, so that was great. Not. So she brought her inside, and she's been by herself for about 2 years in a tank. So she definitely needs a bigger tank. And we want to just make sure that she stays okay. And if she's working on getting a 60-gallon tank. That way she has loads of room and maybe can have another sibling.
Hopefully she'll stop growing.
So, and hopefully, I don't think she got the memo on that you're supposed to grow to the size of your, to your environment, but
Like she used to fit in that tank.
yeah, she used to be the size of the regular goldfish. That's why we didn't think she was going to grow. And then boom, she was huge. Absolutely huge. Um, yeah, the ducks didn't fly away. It was my neighbor's ducks. He had them to farm them for well, to eat them and to get duck eggs.
Are you getting comments?
Yeah. Don said, "I'm glad the ducks flew away."
No, I'm not getting comments anymore.
But the neighbor lady on the other side of them didn't like them pooping in her yard, I guess. And I guess the ducks went over to her yard and were doing something. I don't know what. But I guess she let her dogs out and her dogs ate all the ducks. So, karma, I guess. I don't know. I feel bad for the ducks, but
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know. I'm kind of like on the fence about that whole thing. But she's still safe inside because now she's pampered in the tank and she doesn't have to go outside to the pond again. Duck is good for dogs. Let's just hope they didn't choke on any feathers. So, but I will see you guys later. I'm going to go make some Davalo and feed my belly. Because Dawn, I really missed talking to you about food today. Just so you know. But we're gonna go watch some Luca and watch some Little Mermaid, and we're gonna go have some dinner. So I hope. Oh, you're fine, honey. I'm just teasing you. If I don't tease you, I don't love you. So if I'm teasing you, I love you. So I will see you guys later. I will see you. I was gonna do something tomorrow. If I remember what it is, then I will definitely pop that up into the schedule. So I will see you all later. Love you guys. Thank you for showing up and joining us. And we will see you next time. And thank you for everybody who buys this stamp set. Really, really appreciate it for our little golf. Well, the little kaiju. Bye, everybody. Thank you.